Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be reviewing a company called Madison Straight Beauty. They have a line of loose pigments, glitters, blush, foundation, and even setting powders. And I have been obsessing over loose pigments these last couple of months because I always liked them, but I thought they were really messy for your normal day-to-day consumers. I used to use them on brides and, my clients, but not so much on myself. But then I thought, okay, well, if I have more time, might as well go ahead and use them. So I have been using her products, and I think they are the most beautiful colors I've ever seen. I am so overjoyed by them. One, because I know that champagne colors look so pretty on our skin color and can even look amazing on lighter skin colors, and I'd never found a champagne that I actually liked. So here is one. It's actually called Champagne, and these literally are the most beautiful pigments I've ever. Like, these put MAC pigments to shame, I think. Look at how pretty that is. That is Champagne. And I've actually got that on my eyes right in the middle. I've done a tutorial with these pigments also. Then here is a color called Amethyst. These are full quantity samples and, well, not samples, full quality products, and there's so much. Again, with all loose pigments and loose anything, you never run out of them. Here is Amethyst. So gorgeous. I've got that on my eyes today also. Then here's a really cool color. It looks a certain way in the jar, and then when you put it on, it's different. This is called Chestnut. It looks like a brownish color, but when you put it on, it actually kind of turns pink. What I like about these pigments, though, when I'm rubbing it back and forth, they're not grainy. Like, it doesn't stop in the middle to where certain areas look like it isn't as pigmented certain areas are. Like, it just rubs across so well. Like, I feel like whatever was put into making those products must be very high quality. That is Chestnut. This is one of my favorite ones. I've seen this color before by Inglot, but I like it even more here. It's called Mossy Mauve. You guys see that? Very pretty color. Oh my god, this one's to die for. It's one of those really cool in-between brown blue colors. I think MAC has a color like that also. I think it might be called Green Brown by MAC or something. I know that I have it from some other company, something very similar to this, but I think the particles in these are a lot more refined. Even with MAC pigments, I sometimes find that they become kind of scratchy when you're putting them on, and it'll kind of pop on and off, but these ones don't. This one's called Ocean Coral. This is very unique. I've never seen a color like this before by any other company. Wow. Oh my god, this would look amazing on a bride. It's gorgeous. I think I'm going to do a tutorial with that color. I've never used anything like that before. Not anything with so much shine, at least. This one is called Gold Leaf. It's kind of almost more green, though, than gold, I think. Wow. Oh my god. You guys are gonna die when you see how pigmented that is. Wow. Right there. That is crazy. I've literally been rubbing this on. Okay, when I talk about how it's not scratchy, I'm using whatever's left in my finger. I'm gonna put it right here. Look at that. That's crazy. Like, there's so much more on it. These products are never gonna get over. That is absolutely beautiful. Here is my last color. This is called Fern, and this is my only matte color. I specifically chose out these colors because I loved them. This one's called Fern. That's what it looks like. Very pretty colors. I'm usually not into matte eyeshadows, you guys know that. I thought it'd be fun to try out one that's a color that I would actually wear in my normal life. So here are all my swatches. Those are gorgeous colors. And I am actually, like, the colors I'm wearing on my eyes today, most of them are from this line. And I honestly have nothing but good things to say about them, because I think the thing that differentiates the company the most is the fact that you can take the smallest swipe of color and it's so pigmented that you can use it 2 or 3 times. Like, this right here is one eye to me. That right here is second eye. All with just one swipe. I literally dipped my finger into it, swatched it for you guys, and I had so much left over to create that second thing right there. And I think products speak volumes when you don't have to wrestle with them. You don't have to, you know, think, okay, well, I'm gonna put my finger in here, get a little bit of product, and you don't have to do it again. Over here, if you're dipping it just one time, you're getting so much product. That's amazing. That's how all products should be created. I think that these colors are so unique. Of course, she has lots and lots of other colors. These are the ones that I chose because I thought they were the prettiest. These are also the colors that I would wear the most, but I love them. Like, look at that amethyst color. It's bright purple. Look at the color by that. Those two together would be so pretty. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. They're gorgeous, and I have been wearing them so much. They're long wearing, they stay on, they look just gorgeous, and again, just being a loose pigment, it's going to look so much better than an eyeshadow because you don't have to work with it as much. They're a lot more pigmented, if you will, because the color is going to show on the first swipe. It's not going to be, you know, it's not, you know, put into a pan form and then you have to take that out of there and expect it to look the same. That just doesn't happen. She also sent me 2 foundations right here. Unfortunately, they're not labeled with the names, so I can't really tell you what they're called, but this one is more my color. Both of them are kind of off. This one's a little too dark, but let me swatch that for you. Can you guys see that? Right there. Again, it's mineral makeup, so if you guys have used Bare Essentials and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. The only difference is that with these, I think you're getting a lot more coverage than you do with anything else. It might be the fact that I haven't been using my normal Bare Essentials brush. I actually have done 2 different things. I've used it with a synthetic brush, which probably most people would say don't do that because you're going to get too much coverage, but I thought it looked amazing. And I've also used it with a big powder brush like this just to get light coverage, like you would use this to put on loose powder to finish off your look. So those are the 2 that I've used. Most people would probably go for a brush like this, which is used for mineral makeup, and I didn't do that, but I thought the results were amazing. I can't really show you guys what these look like on me just because they're not exactly my skin color. They're a little bit dark, but I think that it's very high coverage. So for people who like the powdery look, who are okay with, you know, not using liquids, using powders, then these are really good. The quantity is a lot. It's a little bit less than Bare Essentials and other mineral makeup brands that I know, but I think that the product is better. Also, she has lots and lots of colors to choose from, so you've got a wide variety of color choices, which a lot of brands don't have, even in today's day and age, which I know that I've had to wrestle with and struggle with for so long because I am darker, and it's usually pretty hard to find colors that suit darker skin. I didn't have that problem with her. And then she also sent me this translucent powder, and I loved it. The only thing is that it kind of felt like cornstarch in my face, so it is heavy. So if you are very oily, then this is the perfect thing for you. If you're not too oily, I would not go with this, but I think it's an amazing setting powder. It doesn't change, it doesn't look different on camera, and it does what it's supposed to. It sets your makeup. So if you're putting on even a liquid foundation, I've used this in conjunction with liquid foundations for nights out since I am pretty oily, and I've loved it. I also was sent this pink blush, but this was a little too light and rosy for me, so it didn't really show up too much on my skin, but I like the whole mineral blush idea just because you can get a very natural looking blush application with loose blushes like this. So I hope you guys like this review. You guys should. I think out of all the products that I'm looking at, I love the eyeshadows and the foundations the most. The foundations, although I don't really use powder foundations anymore because I don't want to look super matte, I really like them for the high coverage. So for those of you who have tried out Bare Essentials, who have tried out whatever other mineral makeup brands, you think that the coverage isn't enough because I know that I went through that, then you guys should try this out because this coverage is a lot higher while giving you the same, you know, ease of use with powder and the same sort of look that you get with powder products. I think these eyeshadows, these loose pigments are just gorgeous. I'm looking at them right now and these are the most unique colors. I have all of my loose pigments set up like this now so they don't move. Let me show you one that's actually full. Like this, so that they don't move, and those colors are the ones that whenever I look into these boxes and look at what I'm, planning on doing for that day, I notice those immediately because they stand out, they're gorgeous, they're vibrant, and what you're looking at in the container is what it actually is going to come off to look like on your skin, which I find pretty rare. A lot of companies will sell these products and say, okay, well, when you swatch it, it looks a certain way. When you put it on your eyes, it's going to look the same way. But I found that's not true. The glitter tends to fall off. It's going to show up on your face. And also with these, I didn't get much fallout, even though they are loose. And you can foil your brushes before you use them if you want to. I didn't do that. I used it completely loose, and I didn't get much fallout at all, which is a big deal because I know that happens a lot with other brands. So I absolutely loved mainly the colors. Gorgeous. The foundation, to die for because of the coverage with powder. That usually does not happen. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am to find a brand that works for you. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll post a link down below so you guys know where to get these products. Bye!